Hey everyone, Brian from WorkshopAddict.com, and Ryobi just came out with a new 18-volt, 1-gallon air compressor. This is model number P739, and when it hits the stores, it's going to be priced right around $99. It's 120 PSI max, 0.7 SCFM at 40 PSI, 0.5 SCFM at 90 PSI. So this is a pretty small air compressor, and Ryobi recommends that you use it with a 4.0 amp hour battery or larger. Basically on this, we're gonna walk you through what this unit has, what this unit does. It's pretty simple, it's an air compressor. But with that said, we're also gonna show you some things that they market it that it'll do and how well it does it. We're gonna answer some questions in video of what we usually get with small air compressors like this. So some of it's gonna be what you can and what you can't do. And then we'll kind of go through what it's really meant for. So first of all, this is a 14-pound unit, so it's very lightweight. You have two gauges here, one for the tank and one for your outlet PSI. You can regulate everything down to exactly what you want, and it's locking, so you push it in. These two metal pieces here are for a hose. This is not a hybrid unit that can be plugged into the wall, strictly battery operated only. So off the tank, you have a brass fitting that runs through a rubber hose into another brass fitting. Then you have your aluminum bar here with your regulator and a quick coupler for your outlet. Everything's nice, it works well. It is a plastic tip on the outlet. You know, this piece is easily changed to brass for $3-4 bucks. So not a big deal there. As we said, this piece is not a hybrid unit, so you have to have a Ryobi battery. And we've been using it with the 6.0 amp hour battery. It runs well. You're gonna get approximately 45 minutes of actual runtime with the 6.0 amp hour battery, and that's gonna depend on the time you have in between it starting up and turning off. That's gonna give the battery some recovery time. So anywhere in that 40 to 45 minutes is going to be the 6 amp hour battery, probably looking at 25 to 30 minutes with a 4 amp hour battery. When you first get this home and take it out of the box, I highly recommend that you break in this air compressor or any air compressor that you purchase. Basically open the tank drain at the bottom and push your battery in, turn the unit on, and let it run for about 30 minutes. That's going to let everything work itself together. Any metal pieces that are rubbing against each other will work themselves smooth, and then you can start allowing some pressure to be built in this unit. Now we tested it, and basically from 0 to 120 PSI, it takes 120 seconds. Not bad. On the recovery time, you're getting down to around 85 PSI, and it takes 27 seconds to come back from 87 to 120. So if you're using this, know that that's about the time that it's going to take. And with a 1-gallon tank, once this unit starts, you're going to want to give it a couple seconds of running before you start using whatever's on the other end to make sure you have adequate PSI. Now, what everyone asks us when we're doing this, can I run an impact wrench off this unit, or can I run a ratchet? Guys, this is way too small, so we just hooked up a ratchet to this, which, yes, they take some power, which is why we say you can't run them. We can drain the tank down to 0 just with the ratchet. We're not even putting it on a bolt. We're not even making the tool work. So not going to be good for impact wrenches or ratchets. Now, right on the box, it says great for tires on the side of the road. And I will agree with that statement. If you got nothing else, you're going to be thrilled that you've got this unit. But if you're going to buy this for at home to air up your tires, this 1-gallon tank is going to empty, and then it's going to run again, and empty, and run again, and empty. And if you keep the hose connected to your tire, you're basically just equalizing the pressure in this tank into the tire, and it's going to run and be very, very slow at filling the tire. So something I would probably not recommend this for at home. I think a small inflator would do better than this air compressor. Not that this is horrible, I think it's just a matter of the size of a tire you're trying to fill. I mean, if you were into a very small bike tire, it'd probably be okay, but it's probably gonna run once in between trying to fill up a bike tire even. So just a heads up there. What this really is going to work for is going to be finish nailing. I mean, that's what somebody's going to want this for, something lightweight they can move around with them. And this brad nailer here worked great. Again, we set it at 90 psi. You know, we hit a couple nails in, it starts. You want to give it a second to go. We let it get all the way up to 120 psi. We were able to shoot 13 of these brads in before the unit started. That's pretty good. I mean, this is going to run. It's not the quietest air compressor around, but it's definitely not the most loud air compressor we've seen, even in a 1 gallon size. So it's a pretty decent little unit if you want to do very, very small tasks. And that includes this nozzle here. If you want to hook it up to blow something off, I mean, you'll empty this 1 gallon tank in a matter of probably 10 seconds. So not a lot of air that's kept inside a 1 gallon tank, but if you're looking for something small to get a little more mobile, this is lightweight and it does work with very small air tools. So check your SCFM on what's required for the tool before you dive into something like this. We'd always ask you to give us a like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, and always look out for all the giveaways we have going on. There's always something happening. Thanks for your time, guys. Have a great day.